growth. I would like to start the discussion and would request Mr. Sataskar to set the tone for the entire discussion, for today's discussion, and to start the program. Thank you, Mr. Sataskar.
Why do we need to be efficient? And what is meant by efficiency? How I feel we go about it. Each one of you would definitely have some interesting ideas about it, and that's why what we are here for, sharing the ideas. So let's start with that. The need. Why do we need to be efficient? We need to be efficient because a company or any business entity is primarily dynamic. What I mean by dynamic here is it has to grow. If it has to grow, what do you accomplish? You accomplish the purpose. You accomplish the purpose effectively. And how do you do it? You do it without wasting any time, effort, or money. And this is not a one-time achievement, like, okay, I've done it once, that's it, that's the end of it. No, it's an ongoing process. You have to keep doing it. Each one in the organization, starting from the top, the owners downwards, everybody has to think as organization has to be a knowledge-based enterprise. You might do anything, but if you consider it as a knowledge-based enterprise, it guides you properly. You got to map the processes. You have different processes. You got to map the processes. You got to give them priorities. You can't attack all the processes in one go. You got to prioritize them. You got to say, okay, I will take this one first and this one later, so on and so forth. Have a roadmap. Make sure that the leadership, the owners, the managers, they buy in. I mean, yes, you have to have their wholehearted support. You have to have a very good communication system to ensure that whatever other actions are actively moving within the organization. You need to have obviously the appropriate technology infrastructure, and one way how do you encourage people is you create an opportunity zone for the people. You capitalize on, obviously you have a created value, you capitalize on that, and that's how you build a future.
If the knowledge is there about the entire processes within the organization, about the products, about the people, about the entire organization, it makes very good sense towards efficient organization. This is what Yogesh has explained it to us in all his slides. Very important things, many a times, the moment efficient organization comes into everyone's mind, it's very confusing sometimes to a middle management or a junior most level person. So what is it that is efficient? An efficient organization all about? If the purpose is not clear, nothing is clear, and therefore sometimes it's there in their mind share, in their mindset, that what am I doing will definitely add value to my organization, to my life, etc. On all these questions and all these inputs, now let me take up all these issues with Mr. Ghia, who would like to add his experience, add his wisdom on the subject, efficient organization, mantra for growth. I'm sure you all would love to listen to him. Thank you.
Whilst we're talking about efficient organization, mantra for growth, I'm going a step further and talking about effectiveness. An organization has to be efficient, of course, in whatever you do, but an organization has to be effective. Effective is related to results. I'd like to discuss my thoughts under three headings. Effective planning, which is a thought process. A lot of forethought saves a lot of afterthought. We must know what to do, so for that we need to think, we need to have plan, we need to have strategy. A business has to execute. It can't be just a thinking organization. You couldn't be thinking, innovating all the time. In the end of the day, it has to satisfy a customer. So it has to deliver. It has to be effective in execution. It has to be efficient, of course, but it has to be effective. And third thing is all this business runs around people. It's the people who make things happen. The employees, the vendors, the customers, the community. All these people put together in an organization, around an organization, have to be effective. Not only the employees, our customers have to be effective, our suppliers have to be effective, all the people around us have to be effective and efficient to deliver. Your efforts has to be related to value that you create. You hear a lot of time, people say we're trying very hard. You have to be efficient. It's not hard work that gives you profit. It's efficiency, it's effectiveness. The harder you work, the more it costs. Every time you work hard, more resources, more time, more consumables are used. So profit is not ascribed to hard working. It's ascribed to efficiency. It's ascribed to effectiveness. It's not hard work. Hard work is only leads to more cost. You empower your teams, give them the authority. There's no point in having very high-paid employees and they don't have the authority. So give them empowerment, give them authority. Have transparency in an organization, be fair, be ethical, so that there is a smoothness and trust and belief in an organization.
It's important for any businessman, because he's in the business for creating wealth. And wealth, if the wealth is not created, nothing has been happening. And wealth, without the people, as I said, people are the important asset of every organization. And if they are not really contributing to this wealth creation exercise, the entire efficiency equation is for a toss. Note which has been shared by Business Week. Friends, mind this particular input. Managing by principles, Dell's way. You are aware, Dell is a very good brand. Worldwide, it's very well known. In Business Week of November 3, 2003, there is a cover story on Dell entitled, "What You Don't Know About Dell." I repeat. In Business Week of November 3, 2003, there is a cover story on Dell entitled, "What You Don't Know About Dell." In this article, the writers highlight the following 6 management principles. Dell have adopted and presented them as management secrets of the best run company in technology. These principles are: be direct. The second principle, which he shared about, leave the ego at the doors. And the third, no excuses. Without any excuses, your business plans have to be executed. Without any excuses, your plans have to be taken care of. The fourth one is no easy targets. There are people who do not want stretchable targets at all. They just want a simple target which are achievable. But there are people, those who are wanting to have stretchable targets, they want to stretch an extra mile and want to do an extra thing. That's what he's explaining about. No victory laps, in the sense, he's describing that after every victory or after every success, do not waste your time, go down to the next challenge, take it forward, and that's going to be the agenda. And the last point which he shared about is worry about saving money, which Mr. Gira just now shared. Worry about saving money, not the saving face. So all these points he has really rightly placed, and I was really very happy to share these points, because both our August panelists have shared these many points, and these points have really come up. And now I request, with this note, Mr. Balasubramanian to share his insight, his wisdom on today's topic. Thank you.